Using Adventure Awaits, we're going to be running a hotel and also visiting a hotel as a guest. Thank you so much to the EA Creator Network for the early access. Because this is early access, it is not final software. So I spent some time building this hotel here to match in with the world of Gibby Point. There will be a build video on this coming out in a few days, so if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. However, in The Sims Lore Adventure Awaits, we can create custom venues and run our own getaways with our own rules. I created my own schedule called Hotel and Pub, and I've set up a bunch of different roles that are going to show up throughout the day. Now, don't worry, if this is completely new to you, I'm going to explain it as we go. So I'm just going to play the game and we're going to visit the hotel as a guest. That way we can see how this schedule works and how the system works. Then we'll run the hotel ourselves. So I'm hoping for this video to be like an introductory guide to getaways and custom venues. So I'm going to try and explain as much of it as I can as we go and show you what you can do in this case with a hotel. Now I'm saying hotel because we're basically just creating the rules ourselves of how we imagine a hotel would run and calling it whatever we want. So our Sims that are going to be visiting the hotel, we've got Samaj Renrat, you know him, you love him. We also have little Samajson just here. And over here we got Samajina. I wanted some kids so we could have a family going to the hotel and we can try out a bunch of different activities while we're there. And so it's not just my own sim. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to our phone and go to travel. We have a few options for getaways. They have the default ones here that you saw in the trailers, like the fitness retreat, the romantic competition, or outdoor kids camp. So those are really easy to get to if you don't wanna mess around with all the customization. However, if you want to customize, which in this case we are, we're going to click Plan a Getaway, and we get presented with this event planner, which you're probably familiar with this look here. In this case, we're going to go to our custom venue, the Junction Hotel, and then we're going to go to our second tab, which is already set up because the lot I had already set up the schedule on. So I actually don't need to do anything here, but you can see my Sims here because it's highlighted blue. We are assigned as guests. I could assign myself in one of the other roles if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. So we're gonna be in the guest and we're just gonna make sure that my kids are coming because sometimes when you're planning, it doesn't bring them with you. So make sure your whole family is coming along. I'm gonna select all of us and just accept that. I don't have to worry about the other guests because you can see that there's going to be 8 guests in total. The other roles will be automatically filled. You can see it says 6 at the moment. So I can actually select more people if I want, or the game will just automatically fill it when we get there. Now I can also customize all the other roles like housekeeping, chefs, bartenders, fitness trainer. I'm just going to leave it though. The schedule we can have a look at when we're there. And then we can also add rules. And this is where we can do elimination stuff, like the game show elimination things, or we can do hardcore mode so our needs drop quicker, or we can do grind set mindset where we're happier when we're building skills. There's a few different rules in here that we can play around with, but I'm not going to do any rules because this is just basically I'm going to go to our hotel. We're going on a holiday. That's that. Okay, so here we are. We are at our hotel and pub, as I have called it. So the way getaways work, they run on a schedule. You can have as many things in this schedule as you want. They just have to be 3 hours apart for each activity. So we have a main activity, which right now is free time. Later on, we have dinner, then we have free time again, sleep time, and then in the morning, we have breakfast. And throughout the day, these will just run through. We don't have to do any of these activities if I don't want to. I can, in fact, just go over here and play in the archery competition if I want to, right? You can also travel while we're on a getaway. So just quickly, I just want to show that. Like say, I just wanted to run over here to the playground. We can travel over here. And you can see our getaway is actually still running. So we don't have to be stuck on that lot, which is why I think running this as like a hotel makes sense, at least to me, more so than any other pack I've tried to run a hotel in. Because we can be staying at the hotel, like we will go back to the hotel. You can see down here it says go to getaway instead of go home. So that'll just take us back to where we're staying. Whereas in the day we can go out and about and do activities around the world or in obviously any world. And then we can just head back to our hotel, which I'm just gonna do now so we can actually see how that works. So now we'll just head back to our hotel. So we're back here, we all spawn in at the front, and actually right here, because it's midday, every day at midday, we will be paying for our getaway. So I paid $1,000, which I'm actually not quite sure how this is being calculated. I know it says it's based on the lot value and the sim count, but the sim count says 14. Obviously, I only have 3 of my own sims here. So that's something I actually want to explore when we're running it as the host, if we get paid the same amount or if that is only for 3 sims. So we'll find that out soon. But yes, so it is now just time to be at the hotel. It's free time. And we have these different people here in the hotel right now. So I've got housekeeping. I've got guests, I've got the host, I've got a bartender, and I've got a fitness trainer. And you'll see that each of these different groups of people have different activities that they're going to be doing, but we're all underneath the one group activity. So this is kind of like where some of the caveats sort of come into this system. Like, yes, we can have this bartender here. This is a custom role that I set up, and I just told this sim to go ahead and tend the bar, mix drinks, and they will just do that. But they also do have the ability to just have free will, so they may just walk away. It's not the same in game as if I clicked here and hired a mixologist, but from my experience, it works pretty well. Like, I mean, this bartender is here, they are there doing their job right now. And then I've got my host, which is, I guess the idea is like the hotel owner, which in our case, when I own and run this hotel, that'll be us. They're being friendly and cleaning. And actually, this is my host here, Alice Spencer Kim. And I think they were just cleaning up some stuff just then. So there you go. Then of course we have a fitness trainer. So they should be over in the gym working out and mentoring. Let's have a look. Are they in the gym? They aren't. I guess it's possible that they're working out somewhere else. Oh, they're just here. They're actually coming to chat. Also, my fitness trainer maybe shouldn't be an elder, but anyway, there they are. So he should hop over to the gym in a little bit. Then I have housekeeping, who's currently playing cards. So they, like I said, they will do these activities, but if there is cleaning and stuff to be fixed, they will typically go and do that. And actually, I saw this guy. Oh, well, my other housekeeping is just going to go work out. So they've got free time, but in their defense, I actually don't think there's any cleaning up to do right now. So they're not going to be doing that. And then my guests, of course, they're going to have drinks, they're going to eat, they're going to take care of their needs, they're going to play pub games, which they're doing right now, and listen to music. So they're sort of just the free time doing stuff around the hotel. And that's how it works. And they will just sort of follow their tasks at the time specified. Now let's fast forward a little bit till dinner time, because something different happens here. We have the overall activity of having dinner, but each individual role has some different stuff going on. You'll notice our housekeepers aren't actually there during dinner time, they go home. So we can actually specify people to be on the lot at certain times and then leave at other times. So come 5 p.m, my housekeeping will go home, and actually I'll have a chef show up and start cooking. And here's a bunch of my Sims just hanging out in the hot tub, which by the way is a new hot tub, the in-ground one. It's pretty sweet. The kid. I don't know why that's so funny. So I'm actually just following James Cornett here, because they're one of my housekeepers. And it's nearly 5 o'clock. So I think right now they're off to clean up, possibly to grab that glass. There you go. So yeah, you saw he was sitting down just chatting, but when a glass was there, he went to go pick it up and put it away. So they are pretty, like I said, I'm genuinely impressed by this. I've been playing this all week, doing various different getaways and ideas. You'll see a bunch of those videos coming out over the next few days. I did the Big Brother competition. I've done a prison challenge, which is a lot of fun. Now, of course, we're running the hotel. So now it's 5 o'clock. We're in the dinner time. So what's gonna happen is, first of all, we should have a chef show up. And my housekeeper, actually, there we go. He's changed clothes, and it no longer says he's housekeeping. So he's actually off the clock. He's just gonna head out or hang out here, but usually they head off. And our chef should show up if they're not already here somewhere. Oh, and my fitness trainer as well is heading home. So that's my fitness trainer there. But I still have the bartender and I have a chef. So my bartender's still hanging out here. Oh, here's my chef. They're in their board shorts for some reason. Well, anyway, is he gonna do his job? Or is he just gonna, buddy, you're like 2 hours late for work. Okay, well, the chef missed dinner time and he's just hanging out at the front. So it works pretty well. But I guess it is still possible for things like this to happen. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he's not coming in here. His job is to serve meals. He also has a uniform, but he's not wearing it. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so the getaways, each of these roles, they're essentially drawn to do those activities, but they don't necessarily have to do them. So like our overall activity is free time, and then each of our roles are drawn to do these individual activities. But of course, if they can't do them, or for whatever reason in Skip Broke's case, where he just didn't want to do it, I don't know what's going on there. They don't have to do it. So these aren't like mandatory. They're not like set in stone. And that means as a player, like I'm obviously just letting my Sims do their own thing. I actually don't have to do anything. They're just totally taking care of themselves. They're having fun, they're eating. And this whole lot is acting fully as like a community lot where everyone's doing their own roles and they're actually properly interacting with the venue. One major drawback, at least in my opinion, which I hope that they can change this, is that I've actually set this lot up to have like, this is where the owner is gonna live. Like when we move in here, I'm gonna live right here. So this whole back area, I want it to be locked for certain roles. Like I would only want the host to be able to come in here, but there is no way to lock doors for hosts or for roles or even just for staff of the lot. Or as a player, if I want to lock 4, like I can't lock 4 of the people here. Employees is still like the maid and the gardener, not like the roles we have here. So there's no way to prevent unwanted Sims getting to staff areas that you've applied. At least on a getaway, if I'm a visitor on a getaway. If I own this lot, we can sort of control it a little bit more, but it's still not great. So I would love to see that improvement. Having said that, let's jump into running this because I want to show you that. Because honestly, I'm having so much fun with this pack and I really want to run this because I think we might be able to earn decent money with this. The money we earn is based on the lot value and the number of Sims attending. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so I've just moved into this. I set it as a residential lot. So this is just now our house. So I'm actually going to set up all the staff areas to be locked for just my family because I want my family to live in the house area. So now that I've essentially locked our house, we won't have Sims going back there. But of course, there's no way to lock our staff kitchen for the staff. So we can still have customers coming in this way, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and run the getaway. The way making money from getaways works is if we run one on our home lot, we get paid. I can run a getaway and be the host on another lot, but if I do that, I'm still paying. I don't earn money from that. So it has to be on your home lot if you want to earn money. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and plan a getaway and it's going to be here at my house. And then I've just loaded up my preset hotel and pub. And of course, I don't want to be a guest. That's not what I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to deselect everyone in guest and just let that be automatically assigned. I'm going to change the host to myself. And my kids aren't really part of this getaway, so they're just going to be living their lives. Obviously, they'll still be here on the lot, but they won't be one of these roles. Now, my fitness trainer, I think I want to change their age to maybe not be an elder. Can we get someone a little younger? Again, I'm just going to let that be automatically assigned. And this guy, he wasn't a great chef. I feel like he did not do his job. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just fire this guy, unselect him, and then that will just automatically be assigned. We can also specify age and like any skills that they have to have. So cooking and gourmet cooking +2. And we can also add stuff like where they live. So I want someone from Willow Creek, although you can't actually set that as a requirement. So I don't know how beneficial actually setting where they're from is going to help. But anyway. You can also do romantic orientation, what occult they are, what career they have, relationship status. So there's a bunch of different specifications you can put in here so you can find the correct Sims that you're looking for. Then activities. This is much like businesses and hobbies where we can choose different activities that this role will do by default. But for every different scheduled time of day, we can change these. This is so customizable. It's really cool. So in this case, I'm going to make my chef also just cook because currently they are serving meals, which means I'll cook and serve a group meal with refrigerators, counter stoves, and ovens. And I think I'll just also add in cook in general to hopefully just make sure they're definitely doing that. So I'm going to accept that. And then my housekeeping, they're cleaning, doing home chores and repairing stuff. And I'm just going to get it randomly assigned to new Sims. And the bartender, of course, is doing the mixing drinks and tending bar. And then the fitness trainer was being friendly, mentoring, working out, and cleaning, which I guess I don't need to do. I'm going to get rid of that because we've got housekeeping for that. So I'm going to take that off. Then like I was saying, over in our schedule, we will see our role. So in this case, housekeeping, with those things that we set housekeeping to do, right? So they're going to be doing this at 7 a.m. I can also add additional activities. So if I wanted them also to be, I don't know, be flirty housekeeping at 7 a.m., we can add that in here. And this little indicator will let us know that we've actually changed the default activities for this role. And if I just want to go back to the default I set over here, we click this button. And it will reset it just this bit and we're back to where we were. We can also remove stuff. So if like at 7 a.m., I don't want them repairing, I want them only cleaning, we can do that. And that's why this is so cool because each role, so housekeeping, guests, host, chef, fitness trainer, we can customize 5 different activities at every different time slot of the day. And that is really cool. Now, of course, I've set this up as a hotel and pub, right? But here's a bunch of default ones they have. You know, the popularity contest where people can get evicted or eliminated. A senior living community. Let me just select that so we can have a look. So we have a bunch of seniors. We've got staff, entertainer, visitors. So we have like a workout time, play table games. So they all go and play together. And then a bunch of free time. So these are just some of the ideas that they've included. But with the ability to customize a schedule, we could have it be in the morning like a coffee shop cafe, then at nighttime it becomes a nightclub because you could bring in like a DJ and then you could have the Sims dancing at that time. And then in the morning, you have someone tending the coffee bar and you have the Sims drinking coffee, having tea. So you can set up like these multi-function community lots, not just as a getaway, but as a regular community lot that you visit, and depending on what time of day you're there, different things will be happening. And that's why I'm so excited by this. Now down here, we can see how much we're gonna earn from our getaway. So we're gonna earn $945 a day, which to me says that I was paying for all 14 Sims, even though only 3 of my Sims are attending. So that's kind of odd, but anyway, I'm gonna make some good money. So for 2 days, I'm gonna make $1,800 at this hotel. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get started and see how this runs as a player. Because now I have more control, seeing that this is my lot. Sims aren't gonna head in here. In fact, I'm gonna say money's 0. I wanna see if I can pay the bills. I've got a week. I don't know what my bills are gonna be. Let's see if we can earn enough money this week to pay our bills. And the other cool thing about the getaway is like, yeah, I've got this schedule that I've set, but at any time during this getaway, I can open up this schedule and just change it. I can just completely change the time of day things are happening, what activities happening. So each day we can do something different, right? I mean, right now it's pretty much bedtime, so people should just be going to bed. In fact, I'm gonna get my Sims to go to bed just so we can get to tomorrow, so it's a little bit brighter. So the other thing we've got up here, so we've got all these different rooms that I've set up as hotel rooms, and you'll see our getaway guests get assigned to each bed, depending on if there's someone that needs it. But if for whatever reason I'm like, I don't want this person here, I can actually assign the bed to anyone else in the getaway, so we can sort of reshuffle people around if I want to. Because I guess some of these Sims are gonna be my staff members, though most of them should go home at night. So actually I think they might have left. I do have a few people downstairs, which I don't really like. Like this downstairs was because the game told me I had to have more beds for my staff, even though the staff aren't staying overnight. Overnight, it's just me and the guests, because all the other roles have gone home. So I might like to reassign these Sims to go upstairs, like Dina, Vernon, and Raheel. Like I think I might move them upstairs. So I'm gonna assign Dina to this bed. There we go. Assign Raheel to this one. There we go. And Vernon to this one there. Now they'll all be up here in the guest rooms rather than downstairs in the staff area. And there shouldn't really be a reason they go down here. I suppose they could to use the bathroom, but they probably won't because I got so many bathrooms everywhere else. So these Sims, my guests just can do whatever they want really. The main activity is sleep. So they will eventually, like they do go to sleep as you can see, but they don't have to. They can sort of be up if they want. All right, it's the morning time. All my guests are awake. Good morning, guys. Come on down. It is housekeeping time. So, yeah, here they are. So I've got my chef shown up. Housekeeping. Malcolm's just hanging out the front for some reason. Look at them all coming single file through this area. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna play some card games. I might actually add on the schedule, I might specifically add some workout time just so we can see the Sims going over there. So during free time, I'm actually gonna edit this. I'm gonna change my first free time to be workout time. But I will say my guests during this time can also have free time. So their own activity is free time, but the main activity is working out. So we should see more Sims head over to the gym and actually work out. So that'll be interesting to see. All right, my Sim is currently cleaning up because as the host, I actually have clean as one of my autonomous jobs. So I'm gonna go around and do that as well anyway. All right, my kids are off to school, or at least they should be, yeah. I'm cleaning up all the plates that are just around the hotel. And actually, my housekeeping is also doing a pretty good job cleaning up the plates. So you can see I got a big stack of them. And how's the breakfast going? Ah, yes, we got breakfast. So what I could do is I could move their food out. Can I put it like a little, I wanted this to be like a little breakfast buffet area. Is that, oh, you're still cooking. Sorry, you can keep doing that. All right, guys, come get your breakfast, your mac and cheese. Yummy, yummy. Guys, oh, there you go. Dina's got it. Come to the breakfast buffet, everyone. Does anyone want coffee? Wait, I can only can I not make coffee? Is this not a coffee? Am I crazy? Is this not a coffee machine? I can only upgrade it. I can't make coffee. Can I? Oh, I've got no money. I forgot about that bit. I forgot I set my money to 0. Right, yeah, I can't make anything. Fair enough. Oh, we got more food. Unfortunately, I can't live drag stuff my staff have made. I'll put it out here. There you go. Dina, you don't need to go into my kitchen. Thank you. I gotta say, this is honestly, this is so cool. I'm so excited by this. And I can't wait for you to see the other videos I've done as well. So right now, I've got my thing set to 8 guests, but you can have so much more than that. You can have in each time slot. So each time slot, because we're gonna have different roles visiting, each time slot can actually have different number of Sims in it. So you can see our total Sims, we can have up to 17 people coming. It's 17 because I have 3 household Sims. So 17 plus my 3 Sims equals 20. 20 is our total. So I can have another 5 guests here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some more guests. Now you think you might be able to go in here and just actually up the number here, but each role can only have a maximum of 8 Sims, but what we can do is just add another role, right? So I can go down to the role library or I can just create a custom role, but the role library should already have the guest in it. So we're gonna go down here and then I'm gonna add this to current roles, with all my existing ones. So here they are. They're going to be called guest 1 because they can't just be called guest as well. And then what I'm going to do is set the maximum on that to 5. And because I've added a new role, I have to add them to the schedule as well. So I'm going to say add role guest 1, takes us to our 17 sim max. And I'm going to add them to each category. There we go. So we've added them to every category. So we have guest and guest 1. And now it's saying I don't have enough beds, which is true because obviously I've increased the number of sims. So what I'm going to do is just add some more beds to each of these rooms. And in this case, I am actually just going to give myself a little bit more money. I mean, I should have kept the money to do this bit. We're going to get 1 bed in there, another bed in here, 1 just in this room, 1 more in that room, and then I need 1 more bed somewhere. I mean, probably this room can have another bed. It's so big. It's gonna move this dresser over here, and then we can get the 2 beds like this. I'll move the lamp there. Okay, so that should now be enough beds for everyone. So now because we have more sims as well, we're gonna get paid more money. But I don't even know how much money I'm gonna get yet. I set my money back to 0 though. Okay. This is so fun. Okay, so it's now workout time. So I'm curious to see, first of all, if my fitness trainer is actually going to head over to the gym today, and if many of my sims are actually going to hit up the gym as well. I guess we'll see. Their main activity is workout, but of course they can do other stuff if they need to. Hang on, it looks like we might have some people heading over to the gym. Nope, you're going upstairs. You're going to go to bed? Okay, you're going upstairs too. Does anyone want to work out? My housekeeping staff is working out. Great. Is that my other housekeeper? Great. Both my housekeeping staff are working out. The guest is on my computer. That's okay. Everyone's kind of finishing their breakfast and Samaj is cleaning up all the plates. So hang on. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. So they finished up their breakfast. They're heading over to the gym now. Got guest 1. And another guest there. I think this guest is coming in as well. All right, yeah, we got a bunch of people. Oh, wow, okay. So we got $2,400. That's pretty good. So I definitely think we would probably be able to afford bills with this kind of lot. But how viable is it to build up like a getaway business from rags to riches? You know what I mean? Like, because it's obviously, it's based on the lot value and how many people you have here. So how much could we actually make and how quickly? I don't know, you know? That's a fun question. All right, the gym is definitely filling out now. This is so cool. I love this. So is my fitness trainer in here? Who is my fitness trainer? I don't know, to be honest. Fitness trainer is this guy. He's just on his phone. Okay, well. Everybody else is working out. So yeah, we should have, I mean, there's a lot of, this is actually something that's really cool about Getaways is it ends up having loads of sims just on the lot and it feels so much more busy than like a regular community lot. Because if you go to a regular lot, like sometimes there's a bunch of sims around, but they're usually more often than not spread out throughout the neighborhood. Whereas like, yeah, if I look around, it's pretty dead out here. There's not really any sims walking around because I have so many sims on my own lot. But that means when I'm playing on this lot, there's just so much more going on. And if I just want to go and talk to someone, there's so many more different people just around. Like there's these people hanging out at the bar. You know, we've got all these people over here in the gym. Like there's so many sims. There's this guy upstairs in the bed. You're going to go to bed as well right now. It is very cool. And I'm so excited about it. My bartender's here. This guy's in the hot tub. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. He hasn't moved for a while, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I should also mention, they did have a big list of bugs that are confirmed to be fixed for the official release. So I think things like sims standing around doing nothing, like this guy, I think that was one of the ones that they were addressing, specifically with Getaways. Because I've noticed a couple of sims will just do that. And same like with these guys out front. He seems to kind of get confused and not know what to do. But I will say, we can definitely test this again when the game is out. And I definitely will be, because I'm going to be playing with Getaways a lot. So we'll find out if that's any better. But honestly, I haven't found many issues at all. And I would suggest watching my other videos coming out soon as well, where I do a bunch of different Getaways, because that definitely showcases a lot of different stuff that's going on. I wonder, can I like get sims to like hang out around the bonfire or something later on? Maybe we can do like an outdoor activity thing, like hot tub and bonfire time. Because I just want to see how we can push people around to do different stuff. So where are we now? We're at workout time. Maybe instead of have dinner, like what, do we have an outdoor? Oh yeah, campfire. Sims will use campfires. Let's do that. Or hang out by fire. We'll use fireplaces, outdoor fire. No, let's do campfire. And then I'm gonna give my guests custom activities. I'm gonna remove all my guest activities at campfire time. I'm gonna add using hot tub because that's outside. We'll still have eat because it is dinner time. And then I'm gonna also make sure they dance and listen to music. That's what we're gonna try to do. And I'm gonna do the same because of course we have 2 guest roles on this guest role down here. So I'm gonna give them the same activities during campfire time. And then I'm also gonna make sure I have some sort of music source outside. I've got this one here. I don't have seasons, so I can just put this outside, it's not gonna get broken. So that'll be outside, so we should be able to listen and dance out here when it's campfire time. So we will see that change automatically reflected right here in our schedule. It's already there. And I think that's one of my favorite things about this as well, is it is really flexible and you can change it whenever you want. We can delete roles, we can add new roles, we can change everyone's outfits whenever I want. So actually, why don't we do that? So at campfire time, we can set a specific outfit at a certain time of day. So we can set outfits per role in details. I can set specific outfits either by category, style, or we go into create a sim and make a specific outfit. And that will just be on the role at all times. Or we can do specific time of day outfits. So like this one, why don't we go for an outdoorsy outfit, and specifically, I don't know, green colored. And that's gonna be for guests 1. Guests 2, they can be outdoorsy, but they can be blue. And let's just see what happens, you know? Why not? It's just something we can do. I just want to see. Because it's just like, there's so much you can customize with this stuff. And I'm honestly so excited by it. All right, so we've already got a couple of people out here. Because some of the tasks already are listen to music and dance, I believe. Yeah, so guest 1s are dancing. Yeah, you are guest 1 and you're guest 1. That makes sense. One of their tasks is to dance. And dancing, I mean, I don't think in Sims it is, but in real life it's good for fitness. All right, so it's about to be 5 p.m. We've already got a few people out here. Oh, Samajina. All right, 5 p.m. All right, guests, everybody in your outfits, please. And in the hot tub, by the fire, let's go. / also, I guess you can eat too. That's one of your things. All right, here we go. You've just changed into outdoorsy clothes. And oh yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of people gravitating towards the hot tub. Yep, there we go. All right, guests, ding-a-ling-a-ling, it's outside hot tub time. And then we've got some that are gonna be dancing. Hopefully some people hang out around the fire. That was kind of the idea as well. Why is there a cooking surface on this? Remove that. Because I say I can't do anything on the fire because there's a cooking surface on it. Oh my God. I think this is the fullest I've ever seen a hot tub like autonomously in this game. Normally hot tubs have like one person in it and they get out right away. That's pretty impressive actually. All right, Samaj, can you go clean this off so that we can use the fire? There we go, add log. Yes, because now they're gonna come hang out around it. They weren't hanging out around it because, hey, because of this. Get that off of there. Thank you. Add log, more. All right, yeah, so we got you dancing, got a couple of people around the fire, a bunch of people in the hot tub. Dude, stop with this. I don't know why they keep adding a cooking thing. We can't even use it. What am I even supposed to do with it? Get that off of there. No more cooking stuff. Don't! Is he about to put it on? Oh my God. Okay, well, fires are still a thing. Right, extinguish that. It's okay, customers. It's okay, guests. Samaj, you want to get up? Yep, just gonna roast my marshmallow. I like how the idea is just roasting his marshmallow, not like completely oblivious to the fact that there's a giant fire right next to it. Oh, yum. Ooh, oh, hot. Ooh, marshmallow. Ooh. Oh God, there's a fire. Dude, did you need to finish eating your marshmallow? He's like, guys, I can't wait. It's a perfectly good marshmallow. Let's get this. There we go. Alrighty. Replace that and replace that. Thank you. Okay, maybe the campfire is not the safest thing for our hotel. So that means, yeah, I'm losing a bit of money here. So the interesting thing with running a getaway, there's no cost, right? So I have staff that are doing jobs for me, but I'm not paying them because that's just not really how the system works. Like, it's not like I've hired these people. They're technically paying me to be the chef here, if that makes sense. So I guess think of that as you will. It's just how it works. And wow, it's free time. I've got so many people in here just eating food now, playing. I love this. It is just, it to me feels really lively. Like obviously I'm running a hotel, which the hotel part is cool, but it's still a little jank. I think we need a specific hotel pack, but this is the closest we've ever been. Because the other thing you can do with it is you can click on doors and claim a room. So that will restrict other Sims from entering it. So then if if I'm attending a getaway as a guest, I could claim like a room, a cabin or whatever. So other Sims wouldn't come into it. So that's kind of what that's for. I wish there was a way to do that for roles, not just individual Sims. But yeah, this is definitely like the closest like to a getaway, to a hotel that we've had. But the cool thing about it is just this. Like there's so much going on and Sims doing a whole bunch of stuff all of the time. And there's so many Sims here. That's what's so cool about it. And this is just the getaway side of it. I can run this exact setup without the getaway. We could just attend this custom venue and this would be happening, right? And we're gonna have a look at that in a minute, but I wanna run this for a week and see how much I end up getting at the end of the week. So I'm gonna check in with you then. so we can see how much we've earned over the week and how much my bills are. And is it viable to do this and actually like live our lives? So here I was just letting the game run for a day to kind of see what the guests were actually going to do. Most of them are moving back and forth, but you can actually see there's a few Sims around the place that aren't doing anything. This looks like a bug that they've said is fixed for launch, but again, I think that's something I definitely want to test and revisit when we actually have the release version, because while it's still, I don't think it's a huge problem, it is a little goofy seeing like 3 or 4 Sims standing in the same spot for like 12 hours, 24 hours at a time. Oh, I was just fast forwarding so we can see what a day in the life of the hotel looked like. And this burglar's just decided to show up. Unrelated to this pack, but you're not gonna take all don't take my gym equipment. I need that for my experiment. Get out of here. Get out of here. Thank you. I do think it is really cool to see all the guests in the beds all sleeping up here. It is very impressive. It's so cool. Like they're all in the beds here. And then we have a couple people that are, I don't know. I think these guys are kind of stuck a little. You're not even a guest. You're just a dude. Let me see if I can reset. Oh, she's disappeared. Where did she go? I don't know. Yeah, oh, she's all the way up here. Interesting. Yeah, there definitely seems to be something causing him to get stuck, but I don't think it's that bad. Obviously, it's not great, but I'm going to reserve full judgment of that glitch until it's out. Because yeah, now she seems fine. She went down there to dance to music, and I think, obviously, she's kind of got to go to the toilet, but I think she might be going to bed. Oh, no, she's going to go chat to this dude. Well, they both need to go to the toilet. You guys can go. There you go. Yeah, so there seems to be something causing them to get stuck. But other than that, it's so cool. And they're all up again, because now it's wakey time. Oh, she slept for like a minute. You know, you can take care of your needs if you want. And then they all go downstairs. I love seeing that. All right, let's keep going. I want to get to Monday to see how we go with bills and income. Oh my God. Okay, well that's not gonna help oh my God. It's my housekeeping. Well, the housekeeping shouldn't have been cooking, excuse me. Okay, well we got a sprinkler. Okay, that's gonna hurt my bills. You know, this is all part of running a business though, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh, I did get some money for repair. Oh, I lost a lot though. Yeah, right. All right. Keep going. So I just tried something. I actually unlocked my entire house because I had it locked, as you guys know. But I was wondering if it was causing the Sims to get stuck and like glitch out because they were trying to get somewhere that they couldn't get to. And I haven't seen Sims get stuck in the same way. Obviously we've got Sims standing around, but I don't believe they're stuck. I think they're just not really doing anything. You can see, yeah, that guy just walked away. He's off doing that now. I think they're just hanging out. Like they're not stuck like they were before. Although having said that, they have not moved. Let me see if I reset them. Okay. I guess they're still getting stuck. Because I was wondering if it was like a routing issue where they're trying to get somewhere and getting stuck. It seems like it's better now though. I guess these two guys are still standing there. And usually when it switches from one schedule to another, it sort of also fixes it. So I guess that's just something to be aware of. To be fair, I have, a maximum of 20 Sims just on this lot as well, right? So I've got a whole bunch of Sims. So it's interesting to see how it works. But everything else in general is working well. Like we've got all the Sims cooking, we've got the bartender, all the stuff gets cleaned up as well because there's so many pieces of junk and plates around the place, but that's constantly getting cleaned up. Though I guess now we do have the downside of guests just coming in and using my house because I've unlocked it. Though again, I don't think that solved the problem. So there you go. So he's just moved. Yeah, he's moving around again. Yeah, so we've gone into the next time slot and it sort of like releases them. I guess something must be happening that causes their AI or whatever to get stuck, which I believe, like I said, I've already mentioned a couple times. They did say fixed several triggers causing slow or paused getaway actions and behaviors, which I think is what's happening. I think the behavior is getting paused, and then once it goes to the next time slot, it sort of resets their behaviors. So then it just goes to the next one and sort of refreshes it so they can move again. So I think that's what's happening. Okay, it's now been a full week. Oh, my bills. My bills are 9,900 and we've earned 15,000 in the week. So I guess it's technically profitable. Well, let me go pay my bills real quick. But it is profitable if you've already got a built up thing. But I've only got $5,000 left to make improvements or changes, which is not a lot. So I would probably say you need to have like the frugal reward trait to reduce your bills and other bill perks and all that. Maybe an eco lifestyle, get some solar panels, or if you've got Enchanted by Nature, get the lightning route so you can generate power and not have to pay for it. But yeah, it is not super duper profitable, though I think we could make money. Because I guess the other thing is, yes, we're making more money, but it's because our lot value is so high, we're paying a lot of bills. So is there a way we can make a lot of money with a low lot value, but just have a lot of Sims come by, you know? there's ways to do it. Now, let's go ahead and turn this back into a custom venue and just visit it without a getaway to see how that runs. So I've turned it back into a custom venue and it is running. I wonder if, can you see it from here? No. It is running the same setup, but I'm not setting up a getaway. I'm not making a getaway. I'm not hosting one. I'm just attending the lot with that custom schedule in play. So what happens when you visit a lot like this with the custom schedule is it is running, but we don't see the pop-up like we do in a getaway. So it works like any community lot in the game, like a gym, a bar, a nightclub. Those lots also have like schedules, because you'll notice in nightclubs, if you go during the day, Sims don't really turn up. They do turn up at night. So this is basically a way to set up those scheduled activities on a lot like this, but exactly what you want it to be. So it's 5 p.m. So it actually should be dinner time now. So you can see the hotel is running the exact same way. We've got a guest here. We've got housekeeping there. We've got our bartender there. Who's this? That's our host, Courtney. So it's running the exact same way, but I don't have to do anything. I don't have to set up a getaway. I don't have to attend a getaway. This is just me visiting the lot like I would any other community lot. And I think this is also super cool. The other really cool thing about this is I can share this lot to the gallery and it will share with the custom schedule and the custom venue setup. So you'd get the exact same experience that I've made. And I think this is what's really cool about it. So I guess, yeah, in terms of the versatility in this system, I'm super excited about. The customization, I'm super excited about. And the way it works, I'm very excited about. Like, I think this works so well. Again, I've already played many hours of this and there's many more videos coming out over this week. And yeah, I'd say the worst issue I personally had, just from my own experience, others may have had more issues, but was what we saw today is those Sims just sort of freezing there and staying still. But when we get to the next thing in the schedule, they seem to like shake loose and then do the thing again. And it seems like that may be fixed in the release patch. But again, we will come back and I want to test that and see if that's any better, because I think that's important. I would say stay tuned to the channel because we'll definitely check that out. But I'm very stoked. Is it a great way to make money? Rags to riches? Probably not. Is it a very fun way to make money? I think so. And of course, this is just one. This is one thing. Like I said, I've got a prison challenge coming up. We run a prison, make money through prisoners, like our OG prison challenge. I also did a Big Brother style reality show where we had Sims getting eliminated every day. That was a lot of fun. And that's all using the same system. And of course, we have the kids like summer camp that's built in, like that's one of the default ones. I'm very excited about all this. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to my top level members for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. I hope this gave you a good idea of how the whole system in Adventure Awaits really works. Like, it is very customizable. It is very, very in-depth. Like, I've shown just one thing that you can do with it, running this hotel in this specific way, but everything that you've seen in the trailers and you'll see in other people's videos is using the same system, but doing something completely different. I haven't been this excited for like a new system in The Sims 4 for quite a while. Like, I mean, I was very excited by businesses and hobbies, and I think that's a great pack too, but this is like that, but like, you know, a few more steps above it with what you can do with it. So if you want to download this lot, it will be out when the game is out, and I have a build video on this coming out in a few days' time, so stay tuned for that. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.